Imagine waking up mid-air, falling through the sky with no memory of how you got there. And that's not even the worst part, because where you're about to land, it's not Earth, it's a hunting ground. And you are the prey. Then another body falls right next to him. This is Cuchillo, cartel enforcer, guns already drawn, pointed straight at Royce. These two are half a second from killing each other when a third person drops between them. No parachute, dead on impact, just splat. And that sets the tone real quick. Before they can even process that, gunfire rips through the jungle. Royce moves like a ghost, dodges the bullets and appears behind the shooter. It's Nikolai, a Russian commando, and he's just as confused. Last thing he remembers, he was in the middle of a war zone, then a bright light, then falling. Same story for all of them. Light, blackout, sky. They find more survivors scattered through the jungle. Israel, a sniper, sharp, calculating, immediately suspicious of everyone. Stans, a death row inmate who is exactly as unpleasant as that sounds. Mombasa, a rebel fighter from South Africa. And dangling from a tree by his parachute like a sad piñata, Dr. Edwin. Royce shoots the branch, drops him into a lake. You're welcome, Doc. There's also Hanzo, a Yakuza enforcer who's been silently watching them this whole time. The man literally takes off his shoes to move through mud without making a sound. He doesn't say a single word. We'll come back to that. Now here's what makes this interesting. You've got a mercenary, a cartel killer, a commando, a sniper, a convict, a rebel fighter, a Yakuza member, and a doctor. One of these things is not like the others. Remember that. As they push deeper into the jungle, they stumble on something disturbing, a totem covered in bones. Trophies. Someone's been collecting kills. The group starts throwing out theories. Military test? Ransom? Experiment? Are they dead? Is this hell? Royce shuts everyone up. Doesn't matter why. What matters is getting out. Isabel builds a compass. It spins endlessly. The sun hasn't moved since they arrived. Something is deeply wrong with this place. They find a cage, dropped from the sky just like them. Empty, but the blood inside tells them whatever was in it, it was alive and angry. Then they look up and see dozens of cages stuck in the trees above them, so whatever's in those cages is loose. Fantastic. They trigger a series of traps, swinging logs, wooden stakes, a bear trap the size of a car. But here's the twist. The traps weren't set for them. They were set by someone else, a dead Special Forces soldier who'd been here for weeks. He was trying to catch whatever's hunting in this jungle, and based on the size of these traps, that something is way bigger than any human. Then they reach the edge of the jungle, look up at the sky, and this is where the punch punches you in the stomach. Multiple planets, alien stars. They are not on Earth. They're on a completely different planet, and someone put them here. The group heads back into the jungle when suddenly, alien hunting dogs. That's the only way to describe them. Horrifying beasts come charging out of the trees and the group opens fire. Royce kills one with just a knife. Just his knife. The man is built different. Isabel gets cornered. It's looking bad when a whistle echoes through the jungle and every single creature just stops, turns around, runs back. And that's when it clicks. Those weren't the hunters. Those were the hunting dogs. Someone sent them to test the prey, see how they fight, learn their strengths. This planet is a game reserve, and they are the animals. Shortly after, they hear Cuchillo screaming for help. They find him on his knees, badly injured. Isabel wants to help, but Royce says it's a trap. He throws a rock to prove it. They can't save him. As the group walks away, Isabel puts Cuchillo out of his misery with one shot. But then, his voice calls out again, asking for help, because Cuchillo was already dead. That voice? A recording played by whatever's watching them from the shadows. That scene is ice cold. The group finds a camp that looks like a nightmare. Bodies of different species hanging from stakes. Not just humans, aliens too. This planet collects prey from across the universe. At the back of the camp, chained to a post, is a massive alien creature, a predator, tied up by its own kind. Isabel recognizes it. She's heard classified reports about creatures like this appearing in Guatemala back in 1987. Yeah, that Guatemala incident. Before anyone can react, spears fly from nowhere and kill Mombasa instantly. Royce opens fire and the bullets reveal a second predator, invisible until now, using a cloaking device. The group runs as laser blasts turn the jungle into a war zone. They tumble down a hill, off a cliff, into a river. When they regroup, Isabel punches Royce. He used them as bait to draw out the predator, but Royce doesn't apologize. Now they know what they're fighting. There are 3 predators on this planet. They hunt in a pack, and they've been doing this for a long time. They meet Noland, a human who's survived here for 10 seasons. 10 rounds of hunting. He's resourceful, clever, and also slightly insane from the isolation. He talks to an imaginary friend, but he drops crucial info. Big predators and small predators are at war with each other. The hunters return every season with upgraded tech, and most importantly, they have a ship. That night, everything goes sideways. Nolan tries to smoke out the group to steal their gear. Royce's solution? He detonates a bomb, not to break the wall, but to make noise, to attract a predator. The alien shows up, vaporizes Nolan, and the group escapes in the chaos. But escape comes at a cost. Edwin gets separated. The predator corners him, and Nikolai, the big, quiet Russian who showed Edwin pictures of his kids, comes back for him. Nikolai fights the alien, knowing he can't win. The predator scabs him, lifts him up on his blade, and Nikolai spits in his face, pulls out a detonator, and blows both of them up. That man died a hero, no question. Outside the ship, Stans goes next, jumping on a predator with nothing but a shiv, screaming at the others to run. He goes out fighting, even though he knows it's over. Then Hanzo, the man who never spoke, finally stops running. He pulls out a samurai sword, takes off his jacket, and faces the predator blade to blade, a full samurai duel with an alien. They cut each other, they circle, they charge, and they kill each other at the exact same time. Now it's just Royce, Isabel, and Edwin. Royce frees the captive predator from the camp and strikes a deal, freedom for a ride home. The alien agrees, calls its ship, but the hunting predator shows up, kills the captive one, and blows the ship out of the sky. And then, the twist. Sweet, helpless Dr. Edwin. He's been a psychopath this whole time, a serial killer who enjoys being among monsters. He poisons Isabel and tries to kill her. Royce comes back. He never made it to the ship, saves Isabel, and straps Edwin with grenades as bait for the final predator. Boom! For the last fight, Royce sets the jungle aflame and hides in the flames. See, the predator sees an infrared, heat vision. Surround yourself with fire, you disappear. Royce attacks from the flames over and over, hacking at the alien with an axe. The predator finds his heartbeat, fights back, nearly kills him, but Isabel drags herself to a rifle and fires one last shot. Royce finishes it, axe to the neck. It's over. They won. But as Royce helps Isabel to her feet, they look up. More cages are falling from the sky. New season, new prey. They need to find a way off this planet, fast.